Do you tend to beat yourself up because you haven't gone as far as you wanted to go? Or are you able to look at what's past, what you've done before, in a way that's going to help you to move forward? Hi, this is Grant Herbert, Emotional Intelligence Speaker and Trainer of the Year and Master Coach Trainer. And today I want to continue our conversation around being able to be more emotionally intelligent by helping you to reconcile your past to empower your future. So we're coming towards the end of another year. And at this time of the year, more than ever, people are looking at, what have I achieved? Have I actually arrived where I said I wanted to arrive when I did some planning last year? And overall in my life, have I actually achieved anything? And this conversation, depending on the inner dialogue that goes along with it, can either help you to move forward or, as it does in most cases, actually hold you back and erode your identity even further, which will stop you from taking any steps towards the things that you want. The end result is that you play small. You doubt yourself. You increase the level of evidence in your own mind that you're not able to succeed. Hey, Grant, it's okay for those other people, for them to get the success because they deserve it. And these are the conversations that used to go on in my inner dialogue between me and my mini-me for many, many years. And they actually stopped me from walking in the destiny of what it is that I was supposed to do. Nowadays, I'm able to look at things in a total different light, and I'm able to reconcile what's happened in the past so that it actually empowers me to move forward. And I want to share that with you today and break it down. And I invite you to do this yourself. You see, I've said this many times. Nothing has meaning in your life except that the one that you give it. And the meaning that you've put on the things that didn't quite get done, that didn't go the way you wanted them to, are the things that are going to decide whether or not you are going to learn from it and move forward, or they're going to be an anchor and hold you right where you are right now. Or in fact, even slip back further. So over this year, we've talked a lot about emotional intelligence, and we started talking about self-awareness. And in particular, the area of self-awareness that I love to work with is the area of personal power. It's that inner certainty, that knowing that you've got everything within you and around you to be and do the things that you need to be and do. So the first step to be able to have this conversation I'm going to talk to you about today is to build up your personal power. That's a continual process. That's something that I need to walk in every single day, and so do you. We never arrive because our life actually gives us new evidence, new experiences, which allow us to then choose new meanings every single day, every week, and certainly over this entire year. So let's unpack a process that's going to help you to look at where you've gone in 2021 in a way that's going to not be an anchor, but it's going to be an engine. It's going to propel you into 2022 so that you can achieve so much more than you think right now that you can achieve. The first part of this process is to reflect. We all like to look back. We all like to reflect on what's happened before. And this is the part of the process that we need to make sure we harness our thoughts and our inner dialogue before we go into it. I want you to imagine that you're driving along in a car, and in front of you, you've got this nice big pane of glass called a windscreen, or a windshield, as it's called in some countries. And then you've got this other little bit of glass there that is the rearview mirror. And they're designed in that proportion for a reason. The reason why the windscreen is so large is because most of our focus needs to stay on where we're going. Every now and then we need to pop up, have a look at the rearview mirror and go, okay, that's where I've been. All's clear. Let's keep moving forward. So as we reflect on this year that's passed, what we need to do is use a process called forward-focused reflection. This means that we're reflecting to go forward, not reflecting to stay back. The past is a great place to visit. However, it can be a very dangerous place to camp, to set up your new location. Because whatever we find as we do that reflection process can, depending on the meaning we put on it, make us feel less than. If there's something that we haven't achieved and we haven't achieved it for several years now, we can choose to use that as evidence to beat ourselves up and go, you know what? You're never going to get that done because of this or because of that. And it becomes a change from this is something that I did or didn't do to this is who I am. You see, when you look at the things that you do and then make them a part of your identity, you're actually eroding the platform from which you're going to do differently moving forward. So the first part of the process is reflect. The second part of the process is to refocus. There's a lot of things that have taken place in your year this year. There's a destination that you wanted to go to. And whether that be external or internal processes that went on, you didn't get everything that you wanted. If you did, then you probably didn't set your goals high enough. So the next thing we need to do is to focus on where you want to go. A lot of people like to throw out the baby with the bathwater. Okay, I didn't get there, so that's it. I'm going to take a total new direction now. And what happens is all the energy and effort that you put into moving the needle as far as you did, even though you didn't get there, is wasted. And they go off on another new venture, another new journey, starting from scratch. When the other thing that we could do is to go, where did I go off track? So now that I've reflected, I've looked at what went well, what didn't go well, and I've learnt from both of those. What we can do is use that information to bring things back on track, to head towards the original goal, just with a different date. So refocusing on who do I need to be, working on your own personal development. Who do I need to be so that I can do the things that I need to do? So therefore, let's identify what are the things that I need to stop doing and what are the things I need to start doing. So as we go through this refocus, we're refocusing our energy and what we're looking at and what we want to achieve on the end result. That's why we need to go through that refocus process in our big voice, looking at things that are going to help us to refocus and to move forward. The third part of the process is to relaunch. So as you refocus, you're going to have this plan that you put together to go into 2022. And then after whatever break you're going to have, you're going to come back energized, revitalized, and ready to actually do the things that you need to do to move that needle from where you are now towards where it is that you want to go. So to do this, we need to have gone through a positive reflection and a refocus so that we are all ready to move forward and when the rubber meets the road, hit the ground running and start getting into the first quarter of next year and get more done than most people will in the entire year. This is a process that I've been using for many years now of reflect, refocus, relaunch. And it's enabled me to take from the past all that I could learn from it, get back in touch with where I was going, and then go into the new year totally ready to do what it is that I said I was going to do. This process is one that I am going to challenge you to do before you move into your holiday break so that you can have that same energy, that same feeling of excitement and readiness to make sure that 2022 is your best year yet. Well, that's it from me for another week. Join me again next week as I go through some of the thoughts of 2021 and we say goodbye to our time together this year, ready to continue the conversation in 2022. I'll see you then.